Hello students, this video is for class 10 computer application students. In this video, I am going to explain about the string and string related functions in Java, or you can say like string handling in Java. In my last video, I have explained about the characters and the different type of character functions available in Java. And I have given you the examples also, like how to check if it is an uppercase letter or how to check if it is a digit or etc. Today, I am going to focus on string and string related functions. How to take the substring, how to take a character at a specific index, and what is the return type of all these functions. In detail, I will be explaining you.
What is a string? String is a sequence of characters or group of characters. So, you should know what is a character. Hope you remember, in my last video I have explained what is a character. So, character is a letter, can be a letter, it can be a digit, it can be some special symbol from the keyboard. So, when I say sequence of characters, it is like combination or group of characters, or it can have like multiple characters also. So for example, name of a person or name of a thing or name of a virus. Okay, let's consider our current situation, that is COVID-19. COVID-19 is a string. It has letters, special symbol, it has digits, so it has the sequence of characters. So each character in the string can be identified using its index. So each character has different index, and the first character has the index 0. So remember, the index of the first character in the string is 0. The second character has the index 1, and it continues like this because the arrangement is, it's like sequence of characters. So the index also continues in a sequence, and the last character in the string has an index which is the total number of characters minus 1. So there are 8 characters in this example. So the last index of the string will be 7, that is 8 minus 1. So one more thing I wanted to add in this explanation. String in Java is an object. It is not a primitive data type, it is a non-primitive data type. So there are functions which we are going to use for manipulation of string. Even if you are using the function for manipulation of strings, the original string remains unchanged unless you assign it to the original string variable. The string remains unchanged. So we call string in Java as immutable. A value for a string variable can be assigned or it can be inputted. For assigning a value to a string variable, first you need to write the data type followed by the variable name, equal to sign, that is the assignment operator, followed by the string value which needs to be enclosed in a double quote. If you enclose it in a single quote, it becomes a character. When you enclose it in a double quote, it becomes a string. Even if it is a single alphabet, if you put it in a double quote, that will be considered as a string. And finally, the statement ends with a semicolon. For example, the data type that is data type used is string. And remember, the first letter is in uppercase because string is a non-primitive data type, and virus, that is the name of the variable, equal to assignment operator, and what is here, what is on the right hand side is the value, and the string value which is assigned should be always enclosed in a double quote, and the statement ends with semicolon. How to input a string value to a variable? First of all, declare the variable, that is name of the string. This is a data type. So this statement is for declaration of the string variable. And you can use br.readline function. This is your well-known function because we use in other programs also. So now br.readline is a function. Readline is a function which is used to input a string value, and the value will be stored in this variable s. And this is when readline is a function you can use when you are using buffered reader. Suppose if you are not using buffered reader, you can use next line or next of. And these two functions belongs to scanner class. So this is another way of inputting. You can comfortably use these two functions for inputting. But there is a difference between next line and next of. This function next of will accept only one token, but this next line of will accept the entire line of text as its input. Here, if you have a single word, that time you can use next of function. If it is a sentence, then you need to use next line of. Now I'm going to explain the different string functions in Java. The syntax for writing a string function is return type followed by the variable name is equal to name of the string dot name of the function followed by the list of arguments and ending with a semicolon. If there are more than one arguments to be returned here, you must separate each argument by a comma. There's one more way of writing the string function. Instead of writing everything in single line, you can declare the variable first with the return type, variable name and semicolon. Everyone knows this is the declaration of any variable. Now in the next line you can write variable name is equal to string name dot function name of the number of arguments, a list of arguments, ending with a semicolon. The first function is length of. Length of is a string function which is used to find out the number of characters in a string. We all know string is a collection or group of characters or array of characters. So now this particular function will count the number of characters returned in the string and it will display the result. When I say it will display the number of characters available in the string, everyone can understand this part because when I say number of letters, it is an integer type. So the return type of this particular function length is an integer. Look at this example. I have assigned a string lockdown to the string, that is S1. S1.length of is a function which will find the number of characters in this string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there are 8 characters in this string. So this particular function will display the result or store the result in this variable as 8. The result of this particular function is going to be 8. So 8 will be stored in this variable and everyone knows that number 8 is an integer. So I have declared this resultant variable as integer. Look at my output statement. I'm displaying the result. So what will be my output? We know there are 8 characters. So my output will be 8. The next function is char at. Char at is a function which is used to find out a character at a particular index. So the format is name of the string followed by a dot, then the function name, that is char at a particular index. And I have explained at the start of this video that the index of the string starts from 0. So if there are 8 letters in the string, the index of the first letter is 0, the second letter will be 1, and the last letter will be 7. I believe you all remember this. Now look at this example. Name of the string, that is variable name A1, that is equal to stay home. Stay, and there is a space, and then home. Space is also a character. So let's say how many letters are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 letters are there. But the index starts from 0. So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So now suppose if I want to point out a letter from this, like at a particular index, I must use the function name char at. If I say char at 2, that means 0, 1 and 2. So that means I am pointing out this letter. So let's say A1 dot char at 6 here. Now char at 6 will display the answer as O. How is it? Because the index starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the character at 6th index is O. And everyone knows it is going to display the character as answer. So this particular variable should be of character type. So look at my declaration. I have declared the C as character type. My output is. The next function is index of. Index of is a function which is used to find out the index of a particular character in the string. But this function will display the first occurrence of the character or the first occurrence of the substring which we are specifying here. So this can be a character or it can be a substring also. But suppose if you want to find out the last index, there is a function called last index of. Last index of will display the last occurrence of the character or the substring which we are searching for. But there is no function which can display the occurrence of any character which are in between. But we have functions which can display the first occurrence and which can display the last occurrence of the character or the string. Now when I say it will display the index of, it will the return type of this function will be an integer. Now one more thing I wanted to say, suppose if the character or the string which we are searching for is not available in the string that is like original string what we are assigning or we are inputting, if the searched character or the substring is not available, then the result will be -1. Look at this example. A string India's lockdown extension 4.0 is assigned to the string variable name. So now my first function is index of a character. So according to the explanation, this will display the index of the first occurrence of this letter. So now where is this letter in your string? This is your letter, and that is in the first place. Now that is the first letter of the string, and I have explained to you the first letter will have the index as 0 because the index of string begins from 0. So the expected output here is 0. The next function is name dot index of G, the letter G. So this function will search if this particular character is available in the string, and I couldn't find out this letter G in the string. So if it can't find the letter, it will give you the answer as -1 because the search is failed. The next one is index of, there are 4 letters. When there are more than one letter, we call it as a string. So we are searching if the substring is available in your original string. It is found, it's there, the substring is there. So it will display the index of the start of the substring. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So your output will be 8. The next function is index of a character, and there is one index specified. So now this function will display the occurrence of this character after this particular place. So it will be, how many letter O's are here? 1, 2, 3. So it will search 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is, first O is in 9th place. It will not display this index. It will go further 10, 11, 12 and 13. So here this O is in the 13th place. So this is after 10. So 13 will be your answer. The next is last index of O. Though there are 3 letters, 3 letter O's are here, it displays this index of this particular letter. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. 24. Okay, let's see the result. Let's see the output. See, you can just verify this. In Java, there are functions to modify strings. One of the function is substring of. Substring of is a function which is used to display a part of the string. So now when I say a part of a string, it will be another string. So the return type of this particular function is string. There are 2 substring functions. One is string name dot substring of an index, just an index. So this function will display the part of a string starting from the index which is specified till the end of the string. The next function is substring of a start index and there is an end index. So this particular function will display the substring starting from the index which is specified till end -1 index. Suppose if you write the end index as 7, so till the 6th index the characters will be displayed, or I can say till the 7th letter. Both the explanations are having the same meaning. Let me explain with an example. Look at this example. The first string is lockdown 2.0. The second string is extension. Okay, my first output statement is to display the substring of the first string, that is lockdown 2.0, starting from 4th index. So let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the 4th index. So as per the explanation, this particular function will display the substring starting from the 4th index till the end of the string. So your output should be down to 0.0. So that should be your output. The next statement is S2 dot substring of 2. So now this is to display the substring of the second string starting from the second index. 0, 1, 2. So starting from the second index till the end. So tension will be stored in S3 variable. This will be, okay, the next one is substring of the second string dot substring of 2, 5. That means starting from the second index of the second string, that is 0, 1, 2, starting from here till the 5th letter in the string, or you can say 5 minus 1 index, that is till the 4th index. So that is 0, 1, 2. So starting from here till the 4th index. So 2, 3 and 4. So till here. So which will be this will be the 5th letter, that is what I said, or you can say 5 minus 1 index, so that is 4th index. So 10 will be your, there's a 10 will be stored in S4. So here it will be 10. Let's verify. See, this should be your result or the output. Let's see. Down 2.0, tension and 10.